My hope for you after finishing watching this video is that you feel better and more confident than you do right now. I've made over 38,000 cold calls on that headset right there. I've been told no, I've been rejected thousands of times, and in this video I'm going to share with you my learnings and takeaways and principles from being told no, I'm not interested. No, Trent, I don't want what you're trying to give me. I've been told no so many times, and I want to share with you guys what I've learned, how that shaped me as a person, and how you can take some of those learnings to help you find success in your life and sales career sooner rather than later, and hopefully thicken your skin a little bit. We're all human at the end of the day, and being told no really attacks our deep-rooted insecurity of needing to feel special, needing to feel loved, needing to feel like we're good at something. So anytime that's compromised, it can be really uncomfortable, scary, and not feel good. So I want to turn on the light like my ring light is on me here right now and leave you feeling better off than when you clicked on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel now if you haven't already, and if you have a second to spare, hit the like button now as well. What I've learned in a key piece of advice is that you can get told no 1,000 times, but as long as you don't give up, you will always eventually win. Something I like to share with other sales reps on Fridays is that a lot of people don't like to call on Fridays, but Friday afternoons are oftentimes my favorite times to make cold calls because other people aren't calling, and I recognize that it only takes one call to change the course of my entire week, month, or even quarter. And the same principle applies for you whether you're trying to meet girls, whether you're trying to sell more deals, whether you're trying to get in shape and get healthy and train for a marathon. I'm actually doing the Dallas Marathon in 2 weeks, and I'm a little out of shape right now, so we're gonna have to figure it out. But you only need to be right once. You only need one victory to turn everything around. So just note that as long as you don't give up, you will eventually win. Another key principle is that people won't remember what you did. People won't remember what you said. People will remember how you made them feel. So whether it's a cold call, whether it's an interaction with a colleague, whether it's an interaction with one of your family members, siblings, friends, always leave the other person better off than when you first started talking to them. Like they always say in sales, leave the other person wanting more. The same principle applies, but just from a psychology, positivity standpoint. Try and brighten up the other people's days. The purpose of me making this video, and it's a Friday night for me here right now, and I'm gonna get into some of the isolatingness of following your dreams, but I want you to finish watching this video, and I want you to click off saying, you know what, I feel a little bit better just marginally than before I started watching that video and absorbing the content and ideas. So next time you talk with someone, try and think about it of how can you make this person's day better? Get them to laugh, share something with them that helps them, compliment them, whatever it takes. Leave that other person better off than when you first started talking to them, and believe me, that will start paying dividends. And you don't want to give with the expectation of feeling like you need to get something in return. Give with no expectation, and it can be transformative what will eventually come back your way, and the feeling that you'll feel leaving other people better off than when you first started talking to them. At this point, you're probably wondering, but Trent, no matter what you say, rejection still stings, it doesn't feel good. What advice can you give me to help me help you go after your dreams, truly chase what you want and not fear rejection? The biggest mistake I made, and what I really want you to understand, is that, just so you have context, I'm 25, I live in Dallas, Texas. I started in software sales about 2.5 years ago. I didn't know anyone in the technology industry. I had no internships. I moved here to Dallas knowing less than a handful of people. So it was a big risk and a big deal. But the biggest mistake I made was thinking small and not going all in. You may hear all in and say, yeah, I'm all in, I'm trying really hard. But I mean flipping the switch, burning the boats, taking the hill, going in those uncharted waters, and not returning until you figure it out. And what I mean by going all in, just so you have a couple examples here, because you may be thinking, what does that actually look like? For this YouTube channel in particular, this channel has grown to over 1,370 subscribers of you beautiful people. So whoever you are that's watching right now, thank you so much. I enjoy having you here. I'm glad you're watching this. I hope that this is helping you in some way. And I hope that you click off this video and you feel better off than when you first started. But in order to build this channel, it was not easy. I was living at an apartment with two guys that like to drink and go out a lot. And I wasn't able to focus on this. I wasn't able to go all in on this dream because I feared judgment. I felt like, oh, if people heard me making videos, they would make fun of me. I thought if I put a video out and colleagues of mine see it and then it comes back to me and they'll say, oh, Trent, what are you doing? They'll judge me. If I talk about sales content and then I'm a salesperson and don't actually hit my quota, that doesn't look very good. So it was very hard to start this channel. It was a big risk. It was very scary. And when I first started talking to the camera, making videos for you, it wasn't easy and it was very difficult to grow this channel. I've been now making videos for over 1 year, over 210 videos put out, grown to over 1,300 subscribers and over 3,300 hours of watch time. We're nearing the 4,000 hour watch time threshold to monetize this channel, which I'm really excited about. So I hope this video contributes to that in some meaningful way. But truly going all in, it required me to sacrifice my social life. I literally gave up hanging out with friends essentially every day of the week so that I could make videos for this channel every day. So you watching, you're my new friend, even though we're not really talking. So definitely drop me a comment below as I do want to hear from you. But I don't hang out with people. I don't do things so that I can make videos every day. It's lonely, it's isolating. It almost feels like solitary confinement being in this apartment because I also work from home. I do software sales, I'm an account executive, and going all in on my career, when I first started, I wasn't very good at sales. I didn't know how to cold call. I didn't know how to act professionally. I didn't know what I was doing. I couldn't communicate effectively. And it took a lot to truly flip the switch of going from I'm trying hard to I'm legitimately all in. And going all in looks like being willing to try your absolute hardest, but being okay with failure. A lot of people will say, yeah, I really want this thing. I'm gonna really start trying hard, but maybe next weekend. A lot of people think, yeah, I really want to accomplish that and maybe I'll start working on it tomorrow. A lot of people like to delay and put off what they want and they won't actually put out into the world and say, I'm trying my hardest. I'm giving it my all. I show up every day. I don't take days off. I don't take breaks. I work start from morning to evening. And the reason I work so hard and put in so many hours and so much focus is because I'm just trying to live up to my potential. That's all I aspire to do. Every day is strive to reach my potential and strive to help motivate and empower other people to recognize what is their potential and strive to reach it as well. We only have one life. We only have so much time. We only have so much energy. And you might as well make the most of it. At least that's the way I look at it. We're all gonna die one day. All this is gonna go away. So while we're here, how can we live the best life possible based on whatever we want our life to look like? And just so you guys know, and the majority of you, probably 80% have dropped off by now, so I wanna be as candid as possible, is that it can be incredibly lonely and isolating working hard, striving for your dreams. This YouTube channel, making videos for 100 days straight, sacrificing what I've had to sacrifice, working hard in my software sales career. I'm 25 and I'm not winning. Don't be disillusioned. Don't think that I'm the ideal version. I'm not winning right now. I'm definitely not getting mines. I'm not getting paid like I should be. I don't have the relationships I want. I'm not necessarily living where I want. And I'm willing to sacrifice short-term happiness. It's not that I'm not happy, it's that I know that I could be happier based on certain circumstances that are not currently present, but I recognize that the only way in order to not accept average, but get to extraordinary level of happiness, success, everything later in life, it requires me, at least in my mind, which it could be a flawed way of thinking, but I believe that I must sacrifice social life. I must sacrifice leisure. I must sacrifice certain relationships. I must sacrifice gambling, playing video games, so that I can focus right now to operate at my highest level of output and productivity in my software sales career and building out this YouTube channel, so that in 5 years from now, when I'm 30, I'm making a couple $100,000 from career, making a couple $100,000 from online, whatever that looks like. And not to say that that's a lot. Like if I'm making 500,000, that'd be cool, but that's still thinking small. And now we're going in this constant circle of the rat race. What do you want? How much do you need? That's another question to answer another day. But the purpose of this video, to tie it all back, was cold calling, lessons learned from 1,000 rejections. You must be willing to go all in. You must help other people feel better than when you first started talking to them. And it only takes one win. And if you never quit, you'll always win. Keep going, guys. Hope this message helped a handful of you, just moved you in the direction to start taking action what you actually want. Don't be scared. Accept failure if it happens, it does, but just keep going, show up every day, and that's all it takes, and you'll get what you want sooner rather than later. Thanks so much for watching this video. As always, if you haven't subscribed already, hit the subscribe button now, like the video, comment below, and connect with me on LinkedIn if you haven't already. See you guys later. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.